Yeah, that's not a good thing right there.
Alright, since the capacitor on our previous drill press has burned out, we have purchased a WEN 10-inch variable speed drill press, model number 4212. The reason being that instead of replacing the 8-inch, we with a simple, just like 5-speed changer, we decided that we'd go for, well, most importantly, a bigger motor, because it's got the biggest size motor in our in the options we were looking at. Between, I think, just a normal 10-inch or in 12-speed maybe, and the 8-inch 5-speed, and then also because of the variable speed motor. Hopefully, along the line, that'll help us learn to dial in speeds with our forstner bits and drill press tools a little bit better. So let's open this thing. It was also one of the highest rated ones for our price range on Amazon and well reviewed. Oh, and of course, I actually get open this one first. Ha! My dad didn't beat me to it. Alright. So. Manual. We have batteries and bits, handle and things like that. We have a chuck key, base plates. This is going to require some assembly. Styrofoam. Alright, hold on a sec.
So this is what it looks like in the box. This is going to be interesting.
Bit model number 42 bit.ly/WEN video. I only got one phone in here, so can't look at that. Alright, general safety rules. Warning, read and become familiar with this entire instruction manual. Learn the tool's applications, limitations, and possible hazards. Avoid dangerous conditions. Do not use pedals, sprays, liquids, or gases, blah, blah, blah. Solace in it. Keep bystanders at a safe distance from the work area. Especially tools operating. Dress for safety. Wear a face or dust mask to fight the dust produced by sawing operations, of course. Always keep the power cord plugged from the electrical outlet. Cords in place. Avoid accidental startups. Remove adjustment tools. Always make sure all adjustments are removed from the saw before turned on. Never leave a running tool unattended. Again, general safety rules. Have a stand-on tool. It's a little small for that. Do not overreach. Keep proper framing balance. Maintain tools properly. Always keep tools clean and good working order. Yeah, like anybody ever does that. Follow instructions for lubing and changing accessories. Check for damaged parts. Make the workshop child-proof. I don't think that's even possible in life. Do not operate the tool if you're under the influence of drugs, alcohol, or medication. Of course, use safety goggles. Specific rules for drill press. Never run the drill press on until the table is clear. Always keep fingers and hands away from drill bit. Do not drill materials without a flat surface. Never start the drill press with the drill bit pressed against the workpiece. Make sure table lock is tightened before starting the drill press. Never lay out a symbol or set up any work on the table when the drill is on. Make sure the drill bit is securely locked in the chuck. Make sure the chuck is removed from the chuck before turning on. Yeah, I've probably done that at least once. Adjust the table or desktop to avoid drilling to the table. Yeah, I've done that before. Always specific rules. Again, always stop the drill before removing scrap pieces. Use clamps or vise to secure workpiece stable. Do not wear gloves when operating drill press. I feel better wearing gloves. Set the drill press to the speed that is appropriate for the material being drilled. Good point. If any part of the drill press is missing or damaged, fail to perform properly, shut the power off. Before leaving the machine, shut the power off. Electrical information. Grounding instructions. In the event of a malfunction or breakdown, grounding provides a path of least resistance for an electrical current and reduces electrical shock. Tool must be equipped with an electrical cord that has equipment grounding conductor and a grounding plug. Okay, the plug must be plugged into machine outlets, blah blah blah. Do not modify the plug provided. Improper connection of the equipment. Grounding connector can result in electrical shock. The conductor with a green insulation with or without yellow stripes in the equipment grounding conductor. If repair or replacement of the electrical cord or plug is necessary, do not connect the equipment grounding conductor to a live terminal. Check electrician. Only use 3 electrician cores. Caution in all cases. Make certain the outlet in question is properly grounded. If you're not sure, have a licensed electrician check the outlet. Remember, this tool is for indoor use only. Do not expose to the rain or use in damp locations. Well, this is a home shed thing, so who knows how damp it gets at night. Guidelines for using extension cords. Amperage 5 amps. Required gauge. Some charge. 25 feet 18 gauge. 50 feet 16 gauge. Okay, I have no idea how that works. Parts for the drill press, diagram, speed handle, support locking out, blah blah blah. Unpacking. Unpack the drill press and all of its parts. Compare against the list below. Do not discard the carton or any packaging until the drill press is completely assembled. To protect the drill press from moisture, protective coating applied to the machine surfaces. Remove this coating with a soft cloth moistened with kerosene or penetrating oil. Do not use acetylene, gasoline, or lacquer thinner to clean. Okay, that's that'll be interesting. To clean, apply a good coat of good paste wax to the table and column. Wipe all parts with a clean, dry cloth. If any parts missing or damaged, do not plug the drill press in until the missing or damaged parts are repaired or replaced. A column with simply column support rack, collar, and table support bracket must be attached to the base. Table and table support handles must be attached to the table support bracket. The mortar housing must be attached to the column. Tools need for assembly: adjustable wrench, screwdriver, hammer, and block of wood. That's simple enough. Alright, so again, I was saying to protect from moisture, a protective coating has been applied to the machine surfaces. Remove this coating with a soft cloth moisture with kerosene or penetrating oil. Huh. Well, most of my kerosene went to my heater that I had to take out because it was smoking, carrying a lot of smoke from the sawdust. Okay. Do you really need to do that? Can I even do that? I don't think so. Just got the parts out. So, here is the drill press table. Check. Mortar head assembly. Check. There's the chuck. Column assembly. There is the wrench. Wait a second. Nope, okay, I got the right one. Alright, so you just gave me multiple parts. That's different. I have 3 turn knobs. I thought there's only supposed to be one long one. Alright, chuck key. Where's my magnetic trace? Use the one from the old drill press. Alrighty, we have base, chuck, handle. The chuck key is, where did the chuck key go? There's crank handles for the knob thingy. No wires like that. Table lock handle. I had those with the speed handles on there. Speed handles got with the table lock handle. Check key. Crank handle worm. No. That's just that stuff. And hex nuts, Allen wrenches. I think that's part of that. See how this goes. Alright, place the column tube 2 on the base. Align the column support holes to the base holes. There's column base. You guys can see it. Put this down some. Actually, who knows? Maybe I can change the angle a little bit. Alright, so place the column tube on the base. Align the column support holes to the base holes. Install a hex bolt, head bolt, each column support hole, and tighten the bolts using the adjustable wrench. Alright, an illustration, this is on this side. There we go there. Well, this doesn't even fit. Yes, yes, it does. No washers either. That's interesting. This one I have to open for this one. Wrench. That's all this situation fixed. Alright. Loosen set screw 2 and rack collar and remove the collar. That thing right here. So, as I was saying, this little thing right here. Alright, remove rack from column. Insert worm shaft into hole of the table support crank handle from inside the table support. The worm shaft should extend outside the housing by 1 inch. Right, that's already in there actually. Alright. So that worm shaft thing is already in there. That's that. Insert the rack into the general groove, geared groove of the table support. Alright, so where was I? Worm drive. Right, insert worm shaft into hole of table support crank. Extend outside. Yep, that was it right. Yep, that's it right here. Insert the rack into the geared groove, of the table support. Make sure the worm shaft on the inside of the table support is engaged with the teeth of the rack. The table support should sit at the center of the rack. Slide the table support and rack assembly down together on the column. Ah, okay. So, the table support should sit at the center of the rack. So this should be at the center of this. Make sure it's engaged. Alright. Slide the table support and rack assembly, these three things here, down together onto the column. And on the column, insert the bottom edge of the rack into the lip of the column support. Hold this in position until step 6 is completed. Alright, so hold this until the next step. So this goes down like this. Alright. There you go. So, next step 6, place the collar bevel. The collar the whole side down over the rack. Tighten the set screw to make with the 32. Alright. 3mm Allen's to hold the rack in position. Note, make sure there's enough clearance. And to allow the table to rotate around the column. The column must sit loosely over rack and not angled on the column to avoid column or collar damage. Only tighten the set screw enough to keep collar in place. Alright, so there's the collar, there's the bevel side down. This says again, we're just going to allow the table to rotate around the column. Alright. Alright. Column must sit loosely over the rack and not angled on the column. Insert the table support crank handle into the worm gear shaft on the side of the table support. Make sure the set screw is aligned on the flat of the shaft and close the support table and as close to the shaft as far as possible. Then turn the set screw. as this is here. Here's that screw, flat edge, and as close to that as I can. And then the Allen wrench again. That one's too small. No. There we go. Turn that in. Oh. That's about how it works, I think. Next, position the table in the same direction as the base and tighten the column lock handle. This thing. That's this. Hold up. A hole right here is screwed in. Go. Guess. Yeah. Yep, there we go. Can't adjust it. Alright, so the drill press has heavy, to avoid injury, to go select position. Well, one's got to warm up because it's so cold out and he has stuff he has to get done after this. Carefully lift the drill press head assembly and position it over the column. That's not too heavy. Fraction of the position I got. Alright, so there we go. This up here. Alright. Carefully lift the drill press over there. Place the mounting opening on the drill press head over the top of the column. Make sure the drill press head is seated properly on the column. Align the direction of the drill press head with the direction of the base of the table. Tighten the set screws using the hex key. Kind of close. I think I have a ruler big enough. I think that's close. Pretty close. Well. So as close as I'm going to get it. Right. Then tighten the set screws using a hex key. And this is the big one they have in there. Is there only one? I think there's only one. Go figure. Well, it's not like I'm going to be pushing that out at all. Alright, feed heads. Insert the 3 speed handles into the thread opening on the feed hub. Alright, that's right. That's why there's 3, because I have to do this part. You should know that, James. You should know. Thread openings on the feed hub manually tighten the handles into the openings. Looks like these are all the same size. Well, that one didn't fit in there. So, one for the other end doesn't actually fit in here. I'm going. Good thinking on their part. Alright then. When I open it, I'm using the drill press with increase and increases with the hand rotation. Or should I hand to may be removed and usually shape works with interferes with the hand rotation. Alright, cool, yeah. Well, then for the other one, you can remove one if the handle gets in the way. I've been using the drill press. Okay, then insert the feed handle into the thread opening on the speed hub. Manually tighten the handle into the opening. What? Oh, right here. That's the speed one. One with the arrow on it. There we go. Next up, mount the drill press. The drill press must be securely fastened to the mounting tape, fastened through the mounting holes to a stand or workbench with heavy-duty fasteners. This will prevent the drill press from tipping over, sliding, or walking during operation. If the standard drill press has to move during operation, fasteners are brought secure to the floor. Alright, I have a different custom-sized drill press stand over there, off screen. I already saw the old drill press on it, so I'm not doing that right now. I'll be doing that after I get this assembled and unboxed. Install the chuck. Inspect and clean the tape hole on the chuck and the chuck arbor. So, chuck arbor. Looks clean. Oh, they wrote this pretty well. Open the chuck jaws by manually turning the chuck barrel clockwise. Make sure the jaws are completely recessed in the chuck. It's already done for me. Remove all grease and coins particles from the chuck and the chuck rubber with a clean cloth. Okay. How does it even think? That's how we clean it up. Set the chuck on the chuck arbor by placing a block of wood, not included under the chuck, and tap it over with a hammer, not included. Alternatively, tap the chuck with a rubber mallet, not included. Alright. Stay. Oh, that can't be good. Action control. To avoid it, make sure it's computer session check. Do not use the hammer to drive the truck into the spindle. How far up though? Alright, I guess that's on good. Seat. Alright, seat the chuck and start placing the block of wood not included on the chuck and tapping with the wood with hammer not included. Move the chuck. Turn the feed house to lower the chuck in its lowest position. Place a ball joint separator above the chuck and tap it lightly with the hammer to cause the chuck to drop from the spindle. I am not doing that. I'll be free to catch the chuck as well. Okay, I'm not worrying about that. Alright, raise or lower the table. Pull to loosen the support lock handle and turn the crank handle to the table desired heights. This is that, so it's already loose. Da-da, blah blah, yada yada yada. And tie that back in. Alrighty. Go to the table, loosen the support lock handle, turn the table column. Just saw that. Tilt the table. Loosen the level bolt under the table. Yeah. With a suitable socket wrench, tilt the table desired angle, velvet scale, and basic guide. I'm not fussing that right now. Simply adjustments, installing a drill bit, squaring the table to the drill bit. Drill bit insert 3-inch drill bit, then the chuck and tie in, raise and lock the table from about 1 inch into the drill bit. Place a combination square on the table as shown. The drill bit should be pushed parallel to the edge of the square. Oh, yeah. Alright, hold on. For effectiveness of video. Drill bit. This sucker's got a real spring thing on it. Huh. No, it's fair, but it's alright. not screw up the drill bit. Alrighty. So, adjusting the laser. Warning, do not set directly into the beam. Please never aim the beam at a person or object other than the workpiece. Not project the laser beam into the eyes of others. Always make sure the laser beam is aimed at the workpiece that does not possess reflective surfaces. As the laser beam could project into your eyes or the eyes of others. Place workpiece on the table. Turn laser switch into the on position. And lower the drill bit to meet the workpiece. The two laser lines should cross where the drill meets the workpiece. Alright. So put this bad boy in. So, this is the on switch for the laser lights. I don't see anything. Well, adjust it. Laser is on the table. Alright, well, I guess that's not ready for that yet. I don't see a laser light. We'll come back to that. Oh, hold on, maybe not. I'll try that one more time then. Here is my workpiece. Or my workpiece. I see no lasers. Alrighty. Wait on that. And then there goes my check key, I thought. So, yep, there's the onboard check key storage. Alright, spindle return spring. The spindle is equipped with an auto return mechanism. Main components spring are notch housing. The spring must promptly adjust the value should not be adjusted unless absolutely necessary. To do that, you unplug drill press, place screwdriver. Okay, since that's not necessary, it returns. Pass by it, we'll move on. Because I don't want to. And I'm going to play the spindle. Try to make the spindle revolve in its axis while using a side motion. If there's too much play, put this in the lowest down position and hold in place. On its axis. Alright. Alright, I guess that's what that's for. Well, it looks just fine, so. Replacing the belt. Or in this drill press belt, switch before replacing the belt. I definitely don't need to do that, and that's screwed down. Put a new belt in front of the spindle, etc., etc., etc. That's for more maintenance stuff. Drill press on off switch. So turn the drill press on and insert the yellow safety key. So there is the safety key. As you see, it won't work. Turn the drill press on off switch. Turn the drill press on, insert the yellow safety key into the switch. Turn the safety switch temperature on it. Turn to an on position. Why is it up? Right up? Oh, I moved this. So I would select the switch into the off position, remove the safety key. Raise line on off switches. The laser switch is located on the left hand side of the drill press. Pull the tab located below laser switch. Install 2 AAA barriers into the barrier slots close to the switch cover. That would be what these are for. So there's a tab right here. It says pull the tab and lift up the laser switch cover. Pull it? How? How do I pull that? Yeah, screwdriver. that's how this goes. Oh, that's not working. That's a tab there. There we go. Gotta kind of wedge it. Alright. And there are laser lights. Looks like they meet. Alright, so that is on. Pull the tab, okay, yeah, got that. Positioning a lot piece of backup material wood on the table underneath the workpiece. Has been splintering from underneath the side of the drill press to drill breaks through. To keep the material from spinning out of control, must contact both sides of the column. Be clamped, not included to the table. Yeah, so these underneath, etc. etc. On switch. Drilling guidelines. Mark where you want to drill on the workpiece. Before turning the drill press on, turn the feed hounds to bring the drill bit down. On the drill bit, tip over the mark, clamp the replace. Turn on the drill press. Feeding too slowly might cause the drill bit to turn. Feeding too slowly might cause the drill bit to turn in the chuck. Feeding too rapidly might stop the motor. Cause the belt to slip, force the workpiece loose, or break the drill bit. Practice with scrap material to get the feel of the machine before attempting to do any drilling operation. Adjusting the drilling depth. Turn the depth scale ring to the desired depth. Lock the scale ring into place by tightening the depth knob. Alright, looks like it's this thing. So desired depth, tighten the knob. Nope, that didn't work. Locate the scale ring into place. Desired depth. Alright. Tightening the depth. Okay, so 61. Alright, the depth knob. There we go. Alright. So for more of a close-up view, here's a knob here, so you loosen that. You see how you have, so you see your marks here. You adjust this, so that's 2-inch drill depth, 1-inch drill depth, etc. Then you tighten this back, and there you go. Alright. Drilling speeds are a few important factors to keep in mind in terms of drilling speed, material hole size, drill bit, card type, quality desired. See page 19. Use metal piercing drill for drilling metal. Use metal piercing twist drill bits. So metal is flat. Can have a piece of wood under it to prevent it from turning. If it cannot be laid flat on the table, then it should be blocked or clamped. Over the metal piece with bare hands. Drilling wood, brad bits are preferred. Do not use auger bits. Auger bits turn so rapidly they can lift the workpiece off the table and roll it around. And this forstner is probably could be the same with forstner bits too. Try to build so the branch slowly, feed the drill bit slowly. Use splinter and protect from the bit. Use scrap wood as backing or base block. Always protect your drill bit on the table. Yada. Operation. Feeding the drill bit. Don't feed too rapidly. You might stall the motor. Feeding too slowly will cause the drill bit to heat up over the workpiece. Pull down the feed handles with only enough force to allow the drill bit to cut. Mechanical variable speed. This is a good part. This is a mechanical variable speed drill press. To increase or decrease the speed when operating, raise or lower the speed handle. Use the following table to determine the recommended speed for the drill size you are using and the type of material you are to drill. While drilling, check the speed on the digital speed readout located at the front of the drill press. So we've got a list of RPMs, the wood, and materials, like the list, the width, and the materials and the speeds you want. So you want to do only 800 RPM for a 1-inch drill thing. Yeah, I can see that, I guess. So, maintenance. For your safety, turn the switch on and remove the plug from the power supply before maintaining or lubricating the drill press. Vacuum sawdust and metal that accumulate in and on the motor, pulley housing table, and work surface. Apply Lyco paste wax to the column. Keep the surface clean and rust free. The ball bearings in the spindle and the V-belt assembly are greased and permanently sealed. Pull the spindle down, oil the spindle sleeve moderately every 3 months. Probably going to do that when you're using it so much. Lubricate the cable bracket and the locking nuts if they become difficult to use. Caution, all servicing of the drill press should be performed by a quality service technician. Yeah, you can afford those guys these days. And troubleshooting guide for noisy operation, durable turns or smokes, says Jojo, etc., etc. Blowout guide. Actually, that's pretty nice. Oh, that's just the motor assembly. Parts list, then limited 2-year warranty. I think I got a 4-year warranty with Amazon on this. Actually, I know I got on Amazon. I got like the 4-year warranty. Lord knows when I need it. Please God, do not let it break while I test this out. This sounds completely different than the piece of scenery one. This is 30. That's 580, or no? This thing's sensitive.
Alright, so this is a laser light housing. You can see the other one there. And to adjust them, you take your little hex wrench and you rotate this thing. Rotate it counterclockwise.
So you rotate it counterclockwise, and you use, and there is another one right over here if you happen to need the laser adjusted. Mine don't seem to be adjusted, so I'm not going to mess with that right now. Oh, and there we go. That is the WEN 10-inch variable speed drill press, model number 4212, unboxed and assembled. Good luck.